Hello folks and welcome to day 2 of the Race to World First recap. My name is Kexman and I am here to give you your bite-sized breakdown of what has happened over the last 24 hours of the race. Be sure to follow me so you don't miss out on any action the next couple of days are going to offer us. Before we get into it though, let's take a quick look at the current leaderboard from the fantastic folks at Warcraft Logs. If you want to see this leaderboard live, be sure to head over to warcraftlogs.com. Here are the current standings as of 5:30 PM BST. Note, all of these guilds are 4 out of 8. The only thing separating them is their percentages on Broodkeeper Ovi'nax or Princess Ky'veza. In first place, we have Liquid. Second, Echo. In third, Ethical. Fourth, Method. Fifth, Honestly. In sixth, we have Melee Mechanics. DMG in at 7th. In 8th, Crimson. 9th, Vulgar. And 10th, Entropy. As we saw yesterday, the first 4 bosses fell very quickly to the big 3, and the North American evening allowed us to see even more kills on the opening acts to Nerub-ar Palace. Guilds who were chasing Echo, Liquid, and Method took it upon themselves to make sure they were catching up, with Reversion taking Rashanan down World 4th, followed by some very quick-fire kills as XD and Strawberry Puppy Kisses took 5th and 6th respectively. This was followed up by 2 kills only 24 seconds apart, as Vesper just pipped Vulgar to World 7th. The World 4th team from Yggdrasil followed soon after, with Instant Dollars finally entering into the race and taking World 9th on Rashanan. We then saw the first showing of the Chinese team Endmyth, who stepped in immediately upon reset to claim World 10th, with all their splits and eye-level upgrades ahead of them. There were some concerns over how quickly the first 4 bosses had fallen, with some talking about a race done in just 72 hours. It seems as though both Broodtwister Ovi'nax and Princess Ky'veza took that personally, because they have been haunting guilds since Rashanan fell. Liquid spent the majority of their day, outside of the number of outages Area 52 faced, on Broodtwister, and the difficulty curve has become a difficulty cliff. From multiple empowered adds, a number of kicks required, specific placement of debuffs, and a huge amount of boss health, Ovi'nax is the challenge we have been waiting for. Liquid continued to push the worm as low as they could throughout the day, with a best pull of 23.76%. So, with Ovi'nax proving to be such a problem, the question was asked to Maximum why they didn't move on to Princess Ky'veza. To quote Max, "Ky'veza is certainly harder than this." And Max was indeed right. Ky'veza certainly seems to be much harder than Ovi'nax, and we were able to see that thanks to the pulls from Method the evening previously before they had called it a night. Within a few pulls, it was evident that this was not a princess lost in a castle, but a princess that would kick your teeth in, and she has been doing just that. One of the very few guilds to decide to progress on Ky'veza were Honestly, who have shown us just how brutal this boss can be. With the orbs that shoot out of players that are hit by mechanics doubling from 3 in Heroic to 6 in Mythic, alongside some insane damage from unavoidable mechanics, it's no surprise that Honestly have only just been able to leave the intermission with a current best of 74.55%. And as you can see in the footage, Ky'veza is certainly going to create issues for the guilds in a very different way than Ovi'nax currently does. Over on the EU side of the race, we saw Method waking up knowing they would have a tough fight ahead of them with the debuffs on Ovi'nax, but also some IRL debuffs, as it seems a number of their raid team have come down with COVID. Fingers crossed it doesn't affect their race too much, and I hope they make a full recovery, but this did not stop them blasting through more heroic splits and Mythic Plus before facing off against Ovi'nax with a current best attempt of 67%. Echo also decided to step into Mythic Plus and more splits before heading to the Danger Worm, with a current best of 55.3%. It is also worth noting that the average eye level for Echo, Liquid and Method are almost identical, so we are in for an incredible next few days as we not only see the so-called Big Three on Ovi'nax, but multiple guilds below them as well. The race is balanced almost perfectly between multiple guilds, and the pressure will eventually have to break on either Ovi'nax or Ky'veza. Who is going to be the first to take the advantage and claim world first on either of them? Be sure to be here same time tomorrow for your daily recap of the race to world first and not miss out on any of the action.